Well, as Kermit says, it's not easy being green. Well, it's probably easier than listening to the Nice Guys on Business podcast. Whew, now that takes fucking effort. 3 days a week, they're able to hold it together. This is not one of those days. Welcome to Fuckery with the Nice Guys. Adults need not apply. No interviews, lots of ranting, and they sometimes stumble onto something useful. Go figure. Now it's time for Nice Guys Fuckery with the kings of fuckery themselves, Doug Sandler and Strickland Bonner.
Just go ahead, Erica. So the reason spinach, I'm doing this juice cleanse.
How long are you doing it for?
4 days.
And so you're just doing juicing.
Just juicing. It's like special cold pressed, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's good shit, but I don't know that I could just do that. I get hungry. I need to chew.
Yeah, so we're on the second day right now. I did it once before with this. We're getting ready to go on a cruise, and hey, welcome back.
You're cleansing before you start the cruise.
Exactly. Because
like you're pre-gaming, you're pre-cleansing.
Food, and booze everywhere, and it's like.
And it's not just for weight either, because Lauren, God forbid, Lauren loses a pound. I mean, she would shrivel up to nothingness. I mean, she's thin to begin with.
I said the same thing. You see what Doug just said? Doug just said, God forbid Lauren should lose any weight at all. She'll shrivel down to nothing. And I keep telling her the same thing. She's like, no, I'm fat. I'm like, no, you're not, but okay.
It's like me going on a diet. It's like, what the hell? I'm 6'4", and I think at my heaviest, I was 180 pounds, and I might be 170 now.
Oh my God, that's nuts. You're heavy. You were 180 at your heaviest?
At my heaviest. I have never been even close to 200 pounds. And for a guy that's 6'4", I understand that's easy pickings.
Yeah. Like I'm 6'1", but I'm 190 right now, and I'd like to lose 5 or 10 pounds.
Well, and you go through, if I remember correctly, you're really feeling overweight at 205, like whole bunch of life changes at 205, right?
Well, it's funny. It used to be that. Really, it's like too far above 190. Man, I can really feel it. Like I get food hangovers, and it's like
you get the GERD.
Yeah, exactly. Which is good. Because I was like 220, 225 for a long time.
Whatever it takes, man.
220, 220, that was our opener last week. And but yeah, I'm very glad that my body is telling me now, like, I can't sneak up to 195 or 200, right? Like my body will tell me, yeah, it's fucking not good. So I appreciate that, but it doesn't make it easy. But yeah.
Well, it's, what's good is you really have, at least in my opinion now, we haven't had a lot of face-to-face meetings. We've done more Zoom. So I'm only seeing you from the nipples up. Tits up, actually. So I haven't noticed you putting on any weight at all, because I've seen you with a pretty round face, and you don't have that. You don't have that anymore. Yeah, I can't recall the last time I've seen you with a round face.
It's been quite a few years since I've been over 190 or so, and so I'm hanging between 180 and 190 for the last 5 or 6 years, and it's a great place for me to be. I'm very comfortable. It's all good. It's just I'm happier and more comfortable closer to 180 than 190, but I've been hanging closer to 190 lately.
And I also have to think part of it is a lifestyle decision. Not that I did not like your previous wife. I really did. I had a good relationship with her, but she was more a person that was okay sitting on the sofa, and she brought you to that category also. And the last few times that I've connected with you, like, hey, I can't talk right now. I'm in Red Rock Canyon I'm going for my 20th mile.
Yeah, sorry I didn't get back to you for 3 hours. I didn't have any signal because we were hiking up the mountain,
right?
And then got lost, and we missed the trail, and I had no signal at all. Yeah.
All that. So that's all the benefit of seeing someone that's I don't know, half your age. Is that right? Is that right?
Something like that.
Something like that. It's all numbers. What's the difference?
Did I send you a picture of where we went on
one marriage, camping? 4 marriages?
220, 221, whatever it takes, right?
You can send. Yeah, I think you did send me a picture of you lost, actually, or did you?
Oh, but I didn't send you a picture where we went camping last week.
Wait, camping like is in sleep in a tent camping?
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I know I've probably admitted this before or many episodes ago, probably years ago, but I have not said it recently. Okay, so I have never been camping in my entire life.
Get the fuck out.
And
Dave has never been camping his
and
entire life.
and for a guy that really loves the outdoors.
And he does love the outdoors. Yeah.
For a guy that loves the outdoors, I'm a little embarrassed to say that. I think part of it is my my inability to connect with equipment that I feel like I am capable of actually putting up and taking down in the court. I was talking to my neighbor Richard, who's a great guy. He's probably in his early 70s. And Richard, he loves camping and he loves hunting and he loves fishing. And he really does. We'll connect probably in the next, maybe year and do a camping trip or a fishing trip together. But he's got this RV parked right now in his on his driveway. I'm like, that's fucking amazing. It's not an RV. It's just the trailer part. I don't know what they call it. What do they call it? A camper? I guess that's what they call that.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's just the back end. He has to attach it to a truck. And I'm like, fuck, if I could go camping and use that, I absolutely would. What are you sending me?
Pictures of me camping.
Oh, whoa.
Right?
That's fucking
cool,
unreal.
Right? That's Valley of Fire.
That is unreal.
Right? It's pretty cool.
That's really good. Valley of Fire is very similar to a lot of the areas. Oh, wait, that camper, did you sleep on that camper?
Nope. We slept in a tent. That was somebody else's camper.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the kind of camper that I'm talking about that my next door neighbor has. One of those two.
Oh, got it. Cool. Yeah. It's basically an area at the state park where there's like 6 or 7 campground areas right there. And some people bring tents and some people bring their RV. And
so when you go camping, like legit camping in a tent, do you plug shit in anywhere or there's no power?
Well, I haven't been camping in a long time and Lauren loves it. And I went to know it was like, we got there and this state park happens to have like picnic bench and like an overhang over the picnic bench and like a grilling area at each place. But no, there's nothing to plug in. There's no electricity. There's no, none of that. I mean, they do have bathrooms. So it's not like you got to go out in the.
All right. So it's not like wilderness. It's not like survivalist kind of camping. And they have a grill. They have a picnic table. It sounds like they have a bathroom also that you can use. But I mean, the type of camping that you're doing, you're in a tent. So you're doing the hard part anyway.
Oh, yeah, yeah. All that's set up in the tear down in the tent and all of that stuff. Yep, we did all that.
So how long does it take to put together a camp? And now what would a camp consist of also? Because I have no idea. I'm going to say a fire, a tent, a bed you have to blow up. What is there?
The tent is the hardest part, and it's not even that big a deal. It takes 10 minutes, 15 minutes, depending on how big your tent is. We had a little one. And we didn't even, this tent was so small, we didn't even do like blow up mattress. It's like we had a little foam mattress.
No, I could never do that. I could never do that. I couldn't because I'm like, I'm very particular. Like we have what's it called? Not an avocado. Maybe it's called an avocado. We have an avocado. We have an organic mattress.
Okay.
I mean, it was an expensive fucking mattress, and it's a great mattress. It is comfortable and it's soft. If I had to sleep outside, I know that's the preeminent definition of organic is sleeping on the ground. That is, it can't get any more organic than that. But isn't that uncomfortable?
Is it uncomfortable? Yes, it is kind of. My back was not happy with me the next day.
All right. So can you could take a blow up mattress, right?
Yeah, it depends if you got a tent that's big enough. So, Lauren and I actually went camping like June last year. There was like a tubing trip but we had a bigger tent and I had an inflatable mattress. It was fairly comfortable. The problem was it was Texas in the middle of June. So at night it was like 85 or 80 degrees at night. And we had a fan, but it was kind of a small fan.
Oh,
so
geez.
The mattress was really pretty damn comfortable. But if it wasn't so goddamn hot, it was,
yeah.
Hey, by the way, welcome back. My new Strickland on the other side of the microphone, Mr. Duxiano. Can't let it slip by.
Yeah. Okay. So, can you tell me a little bit about the whole timing thing tonight? Because what was really funny was, so if you're catching this episode a little bit late, it's because we recorded early. Just so you all know. Just so you all know that. So Strickland and I had a scheduled appointment to meet at 6:00 Pacific time on Thursday to record this episode, and maybe around 10:05, he said, "Hey, can you record earlier?" And I said, "Sure, no problem. When? Anytime." Okay, so that was the exchange. Okay, I'll meet you in 5 minutes. Like,
5 minutes.
perfect.
I specifically said, 5 minutes. Let's
Meet you in 5 minutes. Got up from watching the movie that I was watching.
I didn't realize you were in the middle of it. We didn't have to.
No, it's cool. It's 3:00 on a Thursday. Why would I be working? Why the hell would I be working? So I'm watching a movie. JJ's out of town. I'm doing everything I can not to do anything that is constructive or anything that would be actually defined as productive in my day. And it's like 5 minutes. I'm like, cool. Well, I hit stop on the movie. Came over, sat down on my computer, just started getting ready. He goes, "Actually, can we do that at 5 at 10? I think you said in 10 or 15 minutes or something like that." I said
10 after in 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. Maybe I misunderstood that. And then I got the follow-up. Hold on. Let me just read these.
Sorry about that. No, I'm apologizing. I said, how can we do 10 after in 15 minutes? Maybe I didn't get the in.
Oh, okay. I got it. Yep. Anytime. Cool. 5 minutes. In 5 minutes. Yep. Cool. Actually, how about 5:10 in 15 minutes? Okay. Okay. All right. So now I got it. I just misread it.
Does that make more sense?
Yeah. You were right. You were right on the money.
So we've got some friends that wanted to get together tonight.
I'm learning more about you now than ever. You have friends.
Well, I know, it's crazy, right? Well, Lauren has friends and she lets me tag along. So, and they
I get that totally. I totally get that.
And they wanted to get together tonight, and they said, "Hey, can we do a little bit earlier?" And I was like, "Yeah, let me see if I can change my podcast recording time." Great, cool. So we changed the podcast recording time, and I had been just texting with Lauren, but like as soon as I gave you the time, hey, 5 minutes, she comes walking in the door, and I don't know, did I tell you she's been playing guitar?
I want to say yes, but I'm gonna tell you I don't remember. But that's okay. I could spend an entire day with you. Come home and JJ will say, "Hey, what'd you guys talk about?" I'm like,
I don't remember.
I don't remember. I will get literally finished recording an episode with you. I will walk right across the threshold of my door right here, and she says, "What was your episode about?" I'm like,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
So I don't know. You may have told me, Strick. I don't remember.
Well, she's been playing guitar. She's been learning to play guitar. And she's not only getting very good, but she's really enjoying it.
Yeah.
Like she plays every day. She plays way more than I ever played when I was first learning.
Right.
But like I said, "Hey, I'm getting ready to record with Doug." And she's like, "What? I can't play guitar?" Like she fucking loves coming home.
That's good. Don't stop her. Just let her keep going, because there will be one day when it will be sitting like literally where mine is attached to my wall, and I have not taken it. I've taken it out of the case, and I'm like, fuck, it's a great guitar. It's my fucking Martin guitar. And I just never played anymore. I played the ukulele more than I played my Martin. I'm like pissed off because I was really getting good, and then I just stopped playing.
Yeah. Lauren, she's playing every day, all the time. She's getting like super good.
That's good.
And she just loves to play. So that was what I was thinking too. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to discourage that. She loves to play.
I completely agree. So what was that? Why was that the difference between 5 minutes and 15 minutes? So you could give her like some cool down time?
I give her 15 minutes to play because the apartment's very small.
Yeah.
So in other words, if she's in the bedroom, we'd probably hear it over.
Understood. It's not like she can go out like poolside at like my house and start playing.
Right. Exactly.
I get it. Hey, do you have anything actually constructive that you want to talk about beyond that? Because while that is very constructive, I actually want to strike upon some information that we've uncovered about the kind of people and business that we are. And I thought it would be a good lesson to maybe share with our Nice Guy community.
Okay. I don't know about teaching lessons. I don't know that this is the show for that.
Okay. I understand.
But we do have 4 voicemails.
Oh, okay.
And they may be a little confusing because 2 of them were from last week. According to Jared, they weren't leftovers. But apparently we played the first and the third one last week or something like that. anyway, I just kind of want to get through these and then we could kind of go from there. And let's see if we're still motivated to talk about.
All right. Okay. So can we just mention that before we get to the emails, can we just mention just one thing that's really important?
Yeah.
If you are a business owner and you are not listening to your customers, you're going to lose your customers.
No, very true.
I mean, it can't get any more clear than that. If you think that there's something else that is motivating you other than like, if you're like, you love the idea that this customer is paying you and that's motivating for you, awesome. If you're not listening to your customer, you're going to lose your customer. If your customer requests something and asks a question, it's really important that you not only answer the question, you understand why it's important that you answer the question for your customer.
So now I'm intrigued.
Well, you know all the stuff that we went through.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because there's a company that we are dealing with that we have had some issues with, and I thought that's exactly what you wanted to talk about.
Yes.
But then I thought, is there something more?
No. It's like, okay. Sure. And the other thing I want to say is just advice. If there is something that you're going to do as a business owner, like maybe another type of business you're going to expand into, if it is not in your zone of genius, let me just give you one piece of advice. Don't fucking do it.
Dude, that is it right there. How many times, Doug, have somebody said, hey, do you guys do this? And we'd be like, we could probably do that. We could make some money at that. And we've gone, no, we don't.
Or we've done it and failed at it. And we're like, well, that was stupid. And I don't think we continue to do it as much as we did before, because it used to be, if I remember correctly, early on when we started growing TurnKey, we might have just had a conversation about this. I don't remember who I talked to about this. When somebody had a check, they were a good client.
Right, exactly. If you're paying, we're playing.
And I know that is the first or second rule of rock and roll.
Second rule of rock and roll.
Okay.
First rule of rock and roll is don't get dead.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. So if you're paying, we're playing is really not a good strategy when it comes to business ownership. It's not good.
It's not. It's really not. I mean, you don't want every customer.
So just to give you the very, very short version of this, we have a bookkeeper and they do a very good job at bookkeeping. We thought, man, you do such a good job at bookkeeping. What else do you do? Not knowing that they hadn't actually had any experience with this, they said, well, we can also do your taxes. And getting involved with their tax department has brought not only their bookkeeping department down like 7 notches for us, it's made us completely annoyed and want to leave the bookkeeping side of things too. So they're taking these thousands of dollars that we pay them a year and they're about to lose it. All we need to do is find somebody that's willing to do a better job than them, which is pretty much anybody that has a pulse.
Exactly. So if there are any small business CPAs out there, please reach out 4242 DJ Doug, or just drop us an email. We would love to talk to you. And it's so true. I mean, the taxes, they don't do it themselves. They've teamed up with another company.
Fine.
As sort of this somewhat transparent kind of thing. And as you just said, I'm quite sure that, the money that we're paying for the taxes, maybe they're getting a tiny commission on it, but they're going to lose the entire sale for the whole year for that little commission that they got, because basically the tax people have made them look very, very bad and have made us want to leave both.
Yeah, and when you go back to the original company and you say, "Hey, can you help me answer these questions?" They don't know the answers, and then when you talk to the tax people and they're like, "Oh no, that's the bookkeeping department." That's the worst thing. If somebody comes to one of our editors and says, "Hey, look, I'm having a problem with my Zoom connection," I'm hoping that my teammate will never say, "Hey, I'm sorry, that's not my job. You're just going to have to talk to them." Instead, they would actually write us an email or put something in our project management software that says, "We're having a problem with this customer. Can you please fix the problem?" Taking complete ownership of the issue is really so essential when you want to run a successful business.
Taking ownership of taking ownership. That's it. I mean, really, that's the key right there, is taking ownership. Okay.
All right. That is a short story that has a much longer tail to it. If you want to hear that in detail, we might be able to get in there.
Maybe later tonight or maybe next week. We'll see.
Well, what's going to happen is there will be a resolution to this. So maybe we just tell the story when the resolution happens.
Good idea.
And the other thing, just really briefly, as you are queuing up the voicemails to be played, make sure that you're holding, make sure that you are ready and prepared and putting all of your ducks in a row when you die. Okay. Because it's really important that you have insurance also. Let me tell you that too.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to try to figure out if this is the right sound because I'm changing speakers back and forth.
Wow. That sounded really weird when you did that. I heard a notification or something just blonged.
Oh, really?
Didn't
Well,
you?
there was an airplane that drove by, but I don't think.
No, yeah, it wasn't an airplane. It was like a blong.
Oh,
What was that?
I didn't hear it actually.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Okay. All right, cool.
Okay, because I think I put it on the computer speaker the way it is last time, so I've actually got to take an ear out because if I play through the Yeti, it's apparently not loud enough anymore. So I don't know.
Hey, I took JJ's laptop, which I bought for her about 2 years ago when I sold a whole bunch of gold. Okay, I sold my old wedding rings, and I bought JJ a laptop for it. I somehow think that that laptop is cursed because it's been nothing but challenge. The battery died. A lithium-ion battery should not die in 2 years, right?
Hell no, no way.
Okay, so battery died, and then I went to replace the RAM, and I put the RAM in, and the whole thing just completely fucked up on me. So I'm working through some computer issues while JJ's out of town. Hopefully, to have them resolved by the time she gets back in town.
Sorry to hear that. Okay, let's see. Tell me if you can hear this.
Yeah.
Okay. Going out of my main speaker, so I'm listening with the speaker instead of the mic. I was listening to wonder whatever happened to that band. You think they ever made it big?
I don't know. I don't know that they ever made it big. I have never heard another. They're like one hit wonder. They totally are.
They're like a no-hit wonder, though.
No hit wonder. Hey, I just got a very nice notification from Stripe. You have $2,062 on its way. I have no idea why.
Love that.
There'll be money. There'll be more money in our account tomorrow. Just so you know.
I love that. Oh, and by the way, there was one other thing I wanted to mention before we get into that. We got to toot our own horn sometimes. I happen to be looking over our reviews.
What reviews?
Our iTunes reviews.
What do you mean? We have
reviews. We have a new podcast review.
We do?
March 15th. It was like right after we recorded last week. The header is hooked. 5 stars. March 15th by Soph French, SOPHFRENCH.
All right.
I felt compelled to listen more than the time I'd allowed after a friend suggested the podcast. You know you're listening to something of great value when it's 45 minutes later than you thought. They are irreverent and original. Great tone. I will listen to more. So there's 2 things I love about this, right? That first of all, it was, a couple of things recommended by a friend. We love that. Second thing is, I'm pretty sure that would be a fuckery episode. Because
that would have to be.
Soph would not have said they are irreverent and original if this was like one of your interviews, I think. And 45 minutes later, your interviews are never that long.
I wonder how my mom got the Apple iTunes name Soph French. My mom has left 280 reviews. How many reviews do we have now?
I just copy and pasted this, so I don't know.
Oh,
you
don't know.
Look while it's playing. While the voicemail's playing.
How did you know? And I appreciate it. So French, thank you so much for leaving that. And I believe you're right. I'm always a little fearful when I have a guest that's coming on the show, and I ask them to listen to an episode because I don't know what they're going to. I never know
which one they're going to listen to.
Hey, listen to one of the interview shows. The ones that say DNS, just go ahead and avoid them. That's actually kind of like the emergency broadcast tone. You don't want to listen to that. You don't want to listen to that one.
That's hilarious.
So you're typing in nice guys. You're going to go to Apple, or are you going to go
to go to Apple to see? Because I am curious now how many reviews we have. Because it was funny too. Because I think so. Here's
holy shit.
No, this is episodes. It's not out.
Yeah, it's up top. It's up top. 3. There it is. You had it right there. You had it right there. It's right there under the word
366 ratings.
It's 366 ratings. A 4.9. Dude, good. We are fucking. Look at that. Look at that.
You know what's great? So Jay Gibbard, Doug and Strick are fantastic. That's Jeff. I mean, that's Jeff, right? We appreciate it, Jeff, but we know it's Jeff. but that was in January. And then this is like 3 months later. So French. So if you got to give us a call, 4242 DJ Doug, we would love to hear from you. We want to thank you. And maybe we'll actually send you a pin or something.
Well, we can't do that because if we didn't send Jeff one, it wouldn't be fair to send
that's true.
Frenching with Sophie. But the other thing is that it's really easy to leave a review on Apple Podcasts. You don't even have to write the words. If you just want to just leave the stars, I mean, we love the words, but you can just leave the stars also. So just and if you mistakenly give us 1 star and you want to go back and change it, if you gave us 1 star, like maybe months or years ago, and you continue to listen, the first question I would ask is, why did you continue listening after giving us a 1-star review? But I accidentally left somebody a 3-star review, meaning to leave them a 5-star review, and I hit send. And as soon as I hit send, I'm like, fuck. So I actually could go back in and change it to a 5-star review. So if you did in a previous life leave us a lower than 5-star review and realize that these guys are just not going away, you can go back in and give us 5 stars. That being said, if you gave us 5 stars, you're not allowed to change your vote. Sorry. You can only change it up. You can't change it down.
Okay, Doug, I've got an appointment at Walmart with.
Oh, sorry.
So let's get through.
All right, Strickland. I could sense he's not adding to the conversation. He's just hurrying me along.
I'm trying to hurry you along as you're begging for more reviews.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Here we go.
Hey, Doug, it's Jared here. So you guys are talking about the gas prices, which yay us. And I have a couple things to add to your perspective. And Doug, I thought you did a fantastic job of explaining the supply and demand. That was really enjoyed listening to that because I felt like, that was a good representation. And then you guys start harping on going to electric cars and stuff like that. So a couple things for you. I do blame Biden for this. He turned off our pipeline, which would have directly increased our ability to have oil. So, yes, he's at fault, part of it. Oil companies absolutely take advantage of everything they can to raise the rates. Another thing I agree with you guys. You guys keep harping on the cars. Well, there's, at least that I've seen, no electric work vehicles. Unless you want to call the Tesla truck that, which, I mean, only certain people can afford that in the first place. There's limited supply. That thing is nowhere near a work truck. So there's that. So all the people who are out working and filling up their trucks, and then you comment on the guy's big truck. Well, the amount of gas it takes to fill his tank does not really matter because he has a monster truck with jacked up wheels. It's the same tank whether he has a standard or not standard. The amount of times he fills it up would be the issue. So him complaining about one trip to the gas tank and it being that much money is a valid complaint. Because he's not complaining that I have to go multiple times. He knew he was going to do that. He knew he would lose some gas mileage. But the fact that it costs so much to fill up that tank, I drive, mine has 20 gallons, costs me $80, over $80 to fill up my work vehicle now. That gets me half a week of work. So my costs have doubled just in gas since Biden has come into power. So a couple perspectives on that. Now, how's that Biden's fault? Super yachts, mega yachts, whatever you want to call it. These 70-foot yachts that these pompous stars float around on burn 130 gallons of fuel per hour. Don't hear you complaining about that, but yet they're the ones that are saying we need to change the reliance on the fuel industry. So tell them to sell their fucking yachts, burn them to the ground, and get their head out of their ass. So I'm sick and tired of people complaining about our vehicles and then not looking at a lot of the real issues and then trying to blame everything on us, the normal consumer who can't afford all these expensive electric vehicles. So just some things to keep in mind, and I want to share with you my thoughts and perspectives on it.
Okay.
Hey, so wait, hold on. Doug, what did he say? What did he say burns 130 gallons of gas an hour?
I was just going to comment on that indirectly.
Oh, okay.
You know how, Doug, when you get an email and it's like really long and you read the first sentence and you're like, oh, fuck it, it's too long. That's how I felt about that voicemail. Jared, dude, I love you. And I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just like, right now, I'm just not in the mindset to hear all the details or argue about it. So maybe I'll save that one and actually listen to it next week. Because Jared,
Well,
I don't want Jared feeling like, oh, I blew you off because you're disagreeing with me. It's not that. I'm just not in the fucking mindset to hear all the details right now. Although I
all
still,
right,
I don't
but
know
we're-
how
but wait,
it's Biden's
from
fault though. I'm
but
still
from
not
a
really clear
okay,
about
I'm going to discount the fact that he said it's Biden's fault because I just think that that's the
Okay.
difference between a Republican versus a Democrat is as far as thinking, or a liberal versus a conservative's train of thought, and totally fine. Jared is definitely entitled to his opinion. The thing that I'm challenged with, not from what Jared said, or the thing that challenges me in this environment right now is what he said about filling up his tank. He doubled the cost to fill up his tank, and he's in Ohio. He is in a spot where he's still, I'm not saying that I'm worse off than he is at all. If I filled a 20-gallon tank right now at basically $6.50 a gallon, it would cost me $120, $140 or somewhere in there to fill up my tank. He is doubling the cost doubling the cost of fuel. That has got to affect his bottom line. Like us, he's a small business owner, and it's like, holy shit, he needs his vehicle to get where he's going. I don't care if it's Biden's fault or whoever's fault it is. We got to do something about this. And I don't even know what could be done. I mean, you're not going to get Biden out of office because Russia is at war.
Well, that's the real question too, is because what we talked about last week, and again, really quick, because I do have my appointment at Walmart, I don't want to be late for. What I mentioned last week, Q3 profits. This is last year, quarter three, which would be July through September. Just ExxonMobil, one fucking gas company, made 17 billion with a B, not in gross sales, in fucking net profit. Now, this was before any of the other shit went down with Russia or anything else. So they made 17 billion in profit in one quarter, not a year, one fucking quarter. And then, hey, the price of oil is going up. Oh, we better fucking double the price of gas. Well, you know what? It's gone down way below $100 a barrel again now. Have you seen gas prices go down?
No, I actually still see them going up right now, which is really unusual. The more that they report on the war in Russia, the higher the pump premium costs. The thing that it's very challenging in the United States, especially because of the type of people that we are. We don't like to make a change without a drastic situation. And I love the idea. I mean, I feel really bad. I mean, unfortunately, I don't have to drive very far. So as far as the effect of high gasoline has on me, it's minimal compared to the effect that it probably is having on guys like Jared that need their vehicle in order to get from point A to point B or to do their job or whatever they're doing. However, nothing is going to happen without us. Nothing is going to happen to finding an alternative fuel source. I want gas to go up to $10 a gallon. If it goes up to $10 a gallon, at some point, something is going to change.
I agree.
And we got to get so pained to make a move. We are so stuck in the bullshit of all the everyday things that we are doing right now that we're like, oh man, I think that the electric cars are really going to be, the mainstay in 2035. Fuck that. That's 12 years from now. That's 13 years from now. Let's do it. So in 5 years, we have an alternative fuel source that we can rely upon, and let's put a lot of money into. Look, they said we couldn't create a vaccine in a year. All right, we created a vaccine against COVID, which I don't believe in, but anyway, it doesn't matter whether I believe in it or not. We created a vaccine in far less than the amount of time that they said. Why? Because we were put up against a fucking wall when it came to people dying.
Yeah, and Chevy and Ford are coming out with trucks. I don't know when, but my daughter actually just yesterday sent me a thing about the electric Silverado that's coming out because she desperately wants one. But Jared, you're right. They're probably going to be expensive. I mean, right out of the block, I'm quite sure they are. And I'm not going to say that Biden should take no responsibility whatsoever for the gas hike prices, but the price of oil is global. Right? So oil goes up, not just in the United States, it's global. Now, you could argue that the price went up because Biden shut down the pipeline or did something. Okay, maybe that is a contributing factor, but bigger picture overall, long term, I don't know. I mean, it's the fucking gas companies. Anyway, we got 3 more voicemails to get through, so let's get through.
How did you know that we had leftovers that weren't stale from last week? Did you check the pull date on them, or what?
Jared sent me a note. I think he texted
all right.
me or
Okay.
something.
Yeah, Jared, and Tim and me are all on a thread, and I got to tell you, and I love being on the thread but I don't contribute to it because it's like I would get literally sucked into that thing and spend my entire day just responding to those guys. So Jared and Tim, Jared, I know that you're listening. I'm not sure if Tim listens to us anymore, and I know you listen, at least hear me here. I don't contribute. I'm hoping I'm not offending you by not contributing. I don't do it for my own protection because I will get pulled into the vortex of texting hell. Okay. Voicemail number 2.
Hey, Jared here. Voicemail number 2, or is it 1.5? I don't know. Yeah. I think that's maybe the second time I've ever talked so damn long. I got cut off. Anyways, I just want to come back and say, as always, love the show, appreciate you guys, and it was good hearing your takes on it. I don't totally agree with everything. I always like to hear it. All right, guys. See you later.
Okay, so that was in order. Now these should be the new ones.
Hey, Doug, it's Jared here. So you guys are going through the voicemails, and there was one from last week, right? And you started off with voicemail number 3 because you went to the end to see if they were all old, which was a good strategy. But it did sidetrack you on voicemail 3, which is cool because I'm enjoying hearing you guys talk about the warranties and things like that. And it was good to hear DJI's warranty, how it works. And I thought it was an Amazon warranty, which made me even more skeptical. But knowing it's through DJI, put a little more, behind it for me. Mm-hmm. And you guys are talking about home warranties now. And Strick and Doug, I think you guys both have grasped the idea behind the home warranty, at least in my experience and what I've seen, that yes, they hype up these home warranties, how good they are, and you pay a $75 copay, they come out and fix it. But then they have the opportunity to upsell everything on the planet, and then you get into the replacement, and they don't cover this, and they don't cover that. And building code is something that is often used to hide that. And for that hot water tank, now, keep in mind, you're in California, I'm in Ohio. You could have had that hot water tank probably replaced for less than the $1,300 you paid here.
Right.
So over there, that probably was the true cost of you calling them up and saying, "Hey, come on over and fix this." At least I think you said $1,300. Mm-hmm. Maybe it was $1,700. You said you paid. I don't remember, but either way, it was ridiculous for being under warranty.
Right.
Like you said, you start looking up the parts and everything. I had a toilet home warranty with the house I bought, had a toilet leak. I called them just to see what they would do. And they wanted to charge me $75 to have them come out and look at it to assess what needed to be done. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, that's stupid because it's a $2 part and I could just pull the toilet and fix what I know the issue is just right off the bat. So once again, the warranty was about worthless for me in that case because I yanked the toilet, put a new seal on it, moved on with my day. And just from that point forward, lost a lot of faith in home warranty. So
good movement.
I was really curious how the DJI or the warranty for the drone was going to work and were they going to actually replace anything. So $50 to replace it. If you crash it all to hell, then okay, I can handle that. I can't expect them to pay 100% for something that I just caused because I'm an idiot. So $50 wasn't a bad deductible in that in my mind. Losing it, higher deductible, but then that's going to help cut down on people saying, "Oh, I lost my drone. Can you send me a new one?" And now they've got 2. So I could see why that's a lot higher. Anyways, guys, love the show as always, and can't wait to hear the rest of it.
Yep.
Hey, Doug, hey, Jared here. Voicemail number 2. Wow, that has got to be a record, even for me, getting cut off in the voicemail twice.
That's what happened.
I babble on, and I run out of time. Although this time I was trying to wrap it up and say, as always, guys, I don't know how much came through, but I love the show. Can't wait to hear the rest. See you guys. Talk with you soon.
3 minutes. That's all Google Voice gives you. 3 minutes, and then you are cut off.
Is that like voicemail 2.1? I guess that is. It's interesting that he said that about the warranty from DJI, the drone company, because as we were speaking, Michael Neely, whose drone I crashed, He had to ship it back. He was out of town for a week. He came back. The drone was sitting on his front porch, and he just sent me a video of him droning. So I guess that's the verb, to drone. Droning, to drone. So it came for $49. They made the repair. They sent him a new one, and they paid for the shipping coming back. I think it's a worthwhile deal. I do. Strick, you still got to get one.
I probably will. You know, I'm going on this cruise. I was thinking
Walmart has them.
Oh, really? It would be really fun to take it on the cruise, but you're not allowed to use it on the boat.
Oh my God. I would not think that you'd be able to use that on the boat.
No, you can't. You're not allowed to.
Is that like right there in the rules?
It is. It specifically says you can bring a drone onto the boat if you want, but you are not allowed to use it on the boat. You can only use it when they dock on land.
Oh God. It's like, are they in charge of the international water space?
I don't know, but how cool would it be if we were to get a video of that? Anyway, it's past my time at Walmart. I'm late.
Okay, go do your thing. Go to Walmart. This has been another great episode.
At least twice as good as the last one.
At least twice as good. All right, Steve O'Brien, go ahead. See you guys next week. Steve O'Brien, go ahead and take us out of here.
For the nice guys on business, I'm Steve O'Brien. Looks like they made it through another one. I don't know how they do it without falling asleep in the middle.